And welcome everyone to round 9 of IOR Season 3, starting the second half of the championship. And well, going here into Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. Today trying a completely different qualifying format, such as the based on the real-life new sprint qualifying format. Just in this case it's a one-shot qualifying, a 25% race to set the grid for the 50% official race. And well, this is gonna bring a lot of interesting things because, you know, here you only have one chance to qualify, so if you invalidate or make a mistake, you'll be starting at the back of the field. So not convenient at all, this one-shot qualifying, but well, let's see who are the best drivers to do their best laps. We are about to see. Consistency will be key on this only flying lap. And we start. Nothing we can say yet, as only turn 1. Stanley leading now this qualifying session, now Joseph Vesely, but no, nothing we can really say as we need to wait till first sector is completed. Going through Eau Rouge, now Baraka Cup, who is coming back after some races since the French Grand Prix, leading this qualifying at the moment through the Camel Straight. He's gonna do a 30.1. Then comes Stanley doing a very good qualifying for what he has shown on all the season. It hasn't been great, but today on a P3, now P2, yeah, they're changing with Joseph Vesely and Danger Times on the medium set of tires, doing very well on P5 at the moment. Slippery Cucumber, our championship leader, down on P14. Probably he has invalidated this lap. Yeah, Slippery Cucumber has invalidated his flying lap, so he will be starting at the back of the field. And yeah, there he goes, spinning around. This is definitely not looking good for him. His old championship rival, Baraka Cup, now being the fastest by Sector 2, already into Sector 3. Thales, winner last weekend at Mexico, and a guy that's starting to challenge Slippery Cucumber in the last races. Already has 2 wins on this season. Trying to take that second place, but fighting very hard with Dundee and Firewheel. Also Stanley getting involved in that. Thales finally finishing 3rd. Baraka takes pole, but by 1 second. Baraka takes pole by 1 second in front of Secret Dundee, I think it was. But wow, Baraka showing the pace today. Last time in France wasn't so strong, but today, look at that. Almost 1 second in front of Secret Dundee and Thales. Then, apart from Baraka, is very close, and well, Danger Time's doing a great job on those set of medium tires, qualifying himself into P6. And now heading up into the sprint qualifying, the 25% race. Completely new qualifying system. We've already tried actually in a practice for fun race at Imola this Wednesday, but it wasn't in an official race of the championship. So it will be the first time it will happen in part of the championship on this round 9 at Belgium. We will also be doing it in rounds 11 and 13 on Canada and Portugal. Everything ready to start. Remember, this is only a sprint race, so even if you DNF, you still have the chance at the 50% official race. So here we go. Going into the formation lap. Gonna check quickly the strategies from the people out of the top 10. Everyone's gonna start on the soft tires. I think probably that's the best decision, as you never know, a safety car may come out on lap 1. Then you probably would prefer to pit for mediums, as well, you really don't have time to recover if you don't pit if a safety car comes out on lap 1. So yeah, soft's the correct strategy, I think, in this case, as it's only a sprint. Danger Times has taken the risk of starting on the mediums though, but if no safety car comes out, it can play perfectly for him. Our championship leader, Slippery Cucumber, starting on P15. As we know, he's a very fast driver, but been having terrible luck in the last 5 races. It's been 5 races in a row he hasn't been able to be on the top step of the podium. Today, at the moment, doesn't look like he will be back at it. Also, as Baraka's looking very strong on that first place. But well, you can't never discard the championship leader and well, the champion from last season too. Never discard Cucumber from doing a great recovery drive. We've got a commentary in our commentary box, which I'm quickly going to check before the sprint starts. Oh, so it's Clint, my partner in commentating, who unfortunately isn't able to commentate with me today. But he says I'm here, so hello Clint, unlucky that you are not able to be with me today commentating this race, but well, feel free to say whatever you want in the commentary box and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have or read any of your commentaries. The grid is forming up and we are ready to start the sprint qualifying for the Belgian Grand Prix. Who's gonna be leading after lap 1? Lights out and away we go, and it's not starting yet. A bit of a glitch going on there. Now it is. Lights out and away we go. Baraka gets a very good start. Secret Dundee's being already overtaken by Thales on the inside, but gonna try to defend by the outside. Thales doesn't force him wide, but managed to take the place. Thales already in second place, and now is looking at Baraka using his slipstream, his ERS. He's gonna get him after the camel straight. Baraka doesn't look to have a very good straight line speed, but no, now he's trying to push a bit. Thales also not trying to attack too much. And we have a yellow flag on sector 1 already, and that is, I think it was Mario Di Micheli. Baraka holds the lead after the camel straight. Thales follows 4 tenths behind. Secret Dundee also holding the DRS range, and Firewheel is just at his back. Not many changes actually, only Thales overtake Secret Dundee. We have a yellow flag, and that is Lobo, who's had an accident, is now dropped into last place. Baraka leading 6 tenths in front of Thales. Thales not letting him go away. Looks like we are going to have a very big DRS train, and look at that, Safdar from starting last, already 6 places up into P10. And we have another yellow flag. This time it is the AlphaTauri of Bialo, and now Day Malaysia is into the wall. Very accidented lap 1 of this sprint qualifying. Well, drivers definitely trying to take more risk, as this is only to set the grid. They have their new chance at the 50% official race. Baraka leading, followed by Thales with the same amount of ERS. Firewheel now sending a dive on Secret Dundee, but Firewheel trying to go a bit by the outside, hasn't worked for him yet. DRS still not enabled, and Baraka still trying to pull away that 1 second gap. Thales trying to force him, trying to push and stay into that DRS range. 9 tenths is gonna be very difficult, I think. But well, both drivers have a lot of ERS. Firewheel again 2 tenths behind Secret Dundee, but it's not enough, I think, to get the overtake done. Or it is now. Firewheel's trying to look it down the inside. Firewheel trying to send a dive, and they keep it clean. They leave room for each other. I think it's starting to rain a bit. I think I've seen a bit of drops of rain falling on the track, and yes, it is starting to rain. It's starting to rain. And well, if things weren't interesting before, now look at how it is going to turn up with this rain. Baraka taking all the curb, Thales following him goes wide through the corner, almost putting a 1 second gap to Dundee. So Baraka and Thales definitely the fastest man on track right now. The fastest man on track. Then Slippery Cucumber hasn't shown obviously his real pace because he hasn't been able to get past Safdar, who's done the best start of all the grids, winning 7 places from starting to last on to P9. We remember this guy won the USA Grand Prix some weeks ago, starting from the very back of the field. Firewheel now very close. Baraka, Thales hasn't been able to hold into Baraka, but well, doesn't need to do much. I think it's only a sprint qualifying. If he can hold into that second place, it will be good for him. Just need to be prepared for the 50%. Now, Secret Dundee is gonna have DRS on Thales, and well, you know, Belgium is not an easy track to defend. With DRS, you get all that massive slipstream out of you, Rouge. And we have a spinner, that is the Red Bull of John's round that you, Rouge. Has he gotten any damage? And Firewheel keeps putting the pressure on Secret Dundee, but still hasn't been able to overtake him. Also, Dundee's being helped by Thales DRS. If not, probably Firewheel would already have gone through. And well, the rain is increasing. Don't know if we are gonna see people starting to pit for the intermediate tires, or if the rain is not gonna be so hard enough for it to be necessary and it will be able to finish the race on the slicks. Look at that, Baraka already 2 seconds in front of Thales. Thales still not able to take Secret Dundee away from his DRS. And Firewheel keeping the pressure. We're having a very good sprint race for it being the first one ever on IOR. Now Firewheel gonna try to go down the inside. No, he'll wait. Not easy to brake late with the rain on the track. In normal conditions maybe he could have sent a dive. And wow, look at this, Stanley and Besley already into the pit lane. Are they gonna go for the inters? I think it is, because if not, it's a very early stop. Let's quickly check what tires they are gonna put. Stanley will go for... yeah, for the intermediate tires. They definitely taking the risk. They have nothing to lose. It's only a sprint race. And done this round, I think... no, but something happened to Secret Dundee there. Doesn't look like a very big accident, but... and now trying to fight against Slippery Cucumber down the inside, and he makes contact with Cucumber and is into the wall. Dundee into the wall, uses reset to track. That's not allowed, so if it's reported, it will be a penalty, but nobody cares of that really, so we'll just ignore it. Slippery Cucumber, look at that, already into P5, Safdar into P6. They've done a great recovery drive. And I wonder if really the inters are the correct tire to be on. I think probably not. Stanley doesn't seem to be gaining too much time on the guys in front of him. So probably a mistake by these guys. They're going into the intermediate tires. Lobo on the slicks already getting past them. Gonna try to send it down the inside, around the outside. Definitely not the best idea to place the intermediate tires, but well, you can take those risks when it's only a sprint race. Firewheel, they're making a bit tiny slide. This is gonna cost him the chance of attacking Thales. Again, DRS and ERS enabled for Firewheel, but it's not enough speed to get Thales where it is. He's getting close, but it's not gonna be enough. No, it won't. Dundee into the pit lane to replace the front wing. And well, Stanley and Vesely insisting in staying out on those Inter tires. Definitely they don't want to lose time in the pit lane anymore. And there was a move between Callas and Mario Di Michele. Kinda to the limit move. Oh, and Thales lost the car. Thales loses the car. And that's gonna cost him his position to Firewheel, and that's gonna put Danger Times just at his back. Mistake by Thales there on the rain. Definitely tricky conditions we are seeing now. It's getting worse every second. Now Thales just needs to keep his head calm and well, not make any more mistakes. We have another yellow flag. That is the AlphaTauri of Secret Dundee. And Firewheel goes into the pit lane. Firewheel gonna make his stop. And he's gonna go for the Inters too. So well, expecting the rain and have a Bertol safety car, this could have played perfectly for Firewheel. His gap between Firewheel and the leader, it's of 23.6 seconds. He still would be behind the Baraka Cup if Baraka pits just now, but we don't know how tricky the conditions are really now, and if this time it's really the correct decision to be on the Inters and not the slicks anymore. People keep coming into the pit lane. There goes Lobo, Nick, FIFA, Day Malaysia. Are they going for the Inters too? DRS is still enabled, so I'm not really sure about Inters being the right decision yet. Firewheel is 21.1 seconds. Dundee is the end of the race, so Dundee will be starting last. And okay, here comes the interesting thing. The Inters are working better than the slicks now. Look at this. Firewheel is 19.8 seconds behind Baraka Cup. He's definitely gonna be in front when he comes out of the pit lane, when Baraka pits. And we have a spinner of Callas around. These conditions are getting every second worse and worse. Firewheel is gonna be taking the lead when Baraka pits, and they will have to do in this lap, because if not it will be a complete disaster. There goes Baraka into the pit lane. Baraka pits. Thales comes into the pit lane too and hits a bit the wall. Has he got any damage? Danger Times also. Finally his medium strategy didn't work perfectly. Cucumber also in the pits. Safdar does the same, and Firewheel is gonna take the lead of the sprint Belgium qualifying. Firewheel can be on pole position today. Where is gonna be Baraka? Baraka's exiting the pit lane on his medium tires. Baraka made a mistake completely there. Baraka Cup has just messed this race completely now. And he's probably gonna be starting at the very back of the field, because there's no way he's making it to the end with those medium tires. Yeah, and Cucumber has made the exact same mistake. They completely destroyed their sprint qualifying. They are definitely not going to survive. Cucumber making the move, but it won't last much for him, because I think those mediums won't be able to make it. Or may I be wrong? May I be wrong, and those mediums actually can find the pace on these tricky conditions. Maybe I was wrong after all, and the Inters are not the best tire to be on. But anyway, if the rain gets worse, they'll have to pit again. So, well, we have 4 more laps to find out. Slippery Cucumber, a tiny slide from him coming out of Pujon. Stanley gets a 3-second time penalty now. So what I can say is definitely gonna be pole for Baraka or for Firewheel if they don't make a mistake. Which Firewheel's just made. Talus gets a penalty now. And well, looks Baraka will be able to hold into those mediums to the end. I mean, it's working for him. And Firewheel pits. Why did Firewheel have any damage? Actually, I don't think he did. But, well, he's completely messed Paul now. He's gone for the slick, soft tires. So Clint says in the commentary box, I'll be keeping an eye on driver of the day. And yeah, we have just introduced this new driver of the day, which both commentators will be picking 2 drivers each. They consider they were the best during the race, and then on the Discord we'll put it up to votation to choose who was the driver of the day between all our racers. So, and Talus makes a big mistake there, completely off the road, danger times, and completely spins there and messes up. Danger times into 3rd, Safdar into 4th. It will be Baraka on pole because looks like the inters, like the slicks are working as good as the inters, and again Talus hasn't been able to recover, hasn't been his qualifying. Oh, and Firewheel completely lost the car on the slick tires. Slicks haven't worked for him. I mean, what these guys can do is perfect, and danger times no pits. I mean, they are fast on the slick tires. I think there's not really a tire to be on. Depends on the driver, and Baraka and Cucumber are managing perfect those slick tires on the wet conditions. Safdar now may take that 3rd place because danger time is pitted for the softs. We're having an amazing sprint qualifying. This has been a great race to be the first time we are doing this format. It's just going perfect. We get another comment on our commentary box. This time it is from Clint that he says the slicks will work as long as they stay off the curbs. Well, curbs send you round at any time, I think, but yeah, I think it depends more on the driver. I mean, you saw Firewheel spinning on those slick tires out of Pujon, so really depends on the driver skills on the wet. Oh, and Talus I think got a bit hit by danger times, and he's round again on these inter tires and almost collects Joseph Vesely. Definitely this qualifying hasn't gone his way and he retires on track. Shouldn't do that, but well, that's completely got angry definitely. And I'm gonna invite quickly Secret Dundee because he's left the lobby. So we still got the 50% raise, so he has no reason to leave. And even if he's angry, he'll have a chance of the 50% raise, so he has zero excuses to leave right now. So I'm gonna quickly invite him back to the lobby. Clint says danger times was pushing Talus through the corners, and yeah, definitely that's what happened. I saw that he tapped a bit his back. And now Firewheel has tapped a bit his teammate Joseph Vesely. And I think track's drying again. This is being just an incredible sprint race. Complete madness in only 11 laps. We still have 1.5 more to go. Mario tries to send a massive dive on Danger Times and it doesn't work at all. That was so optimistic by Mario. And we have a spinner by Firewheel again. Firewheel round and down into 10th place. We're gonna have a very split grid compared of pace. I mean, we have the top guys such as Baraka and Cucumber at the front, but then some guys we usually don't see at the top places like Mario, currently on P5. Also top guys such as Talus and Dundee down at the very back of the field. Firewheel in the midfield, trying to send a dive on his teammate again. Very hard racing by the Aston Martins. Final lap of the sprint qualifying. Baraka Cup will be on pole position if he doesn't make a mistake. Danger Times has catched Safdar and takes P3. Gonna start third. The sprint on the 50% official race. Have a yellow flag on sector 3. That's been a massive collision there. That is Stanley. That is Betsley into the pit lane. I don't know why, if it is the final lap of the race. I can only think he got some damage. And Bialo, who spun on lap 1, look at that, he's recovered into P6 and he still can do more because Mario has a penalty. He can get that P5, I think. He's 3.8 seconds behind and the track is completely dry. Bialo should be shortening that 3.4 seconds. And why not even thinking about catching Safdar? I think that's more difficult, but who knows. Gonna go on board with Baraka, getting to the bus stop and to the final, to the end of this sprint race. Last meters for Baraka Cup, driving that Alfa Romeo, did an excellent race, didn't make a single mistake on the tricky conditions, and it's Baraka Cup who will be on pole position for the Belgian Grand Prix. Slippery Cucumber will be starting on second after having started the sprint on P15 or P14. Danger Times will start third. Bialo won't be enough time for him to catch Safdar and take that P4. Danger Times does set the fastest lap, but it doesn't count points for the championship. Or does it? Well, we'll have to talk about that later. And that was a crazy one to be only 11 laps. Okay, I quickly gonna set the grid for the official 50% race. It's Baraka Cup starting on pole, then comes Slippery Cucumber. Then starting on third place we have Danger Times. On P4 starts Safdar. P5 will be for Bialo. P6 Firewheel. P7 Kalas. P8 for Joseph Besley. P9 Mario Dimicelli. P10 Stanley. P11 Nick FIFA. P12 Johns. P13 Lobo. P14 Day Malaysia, and P15 Thales Dundee won't be able to make the race. I'll quickly check something and then we'll be back to start the official race. Okay, so we can finally start this Belgian Grand Prix. We had a bit of trouble. We removed one penalty of Stanley for it was a not deserved 6-second time penalty for an incident in the last chicane. So Stanley will be starting 7th if I'm not wrong. Looks we are gonna have a dry weather, and I hope people didn't forget their setups. I gonna quickly tell them on the Discord. Now we're about to start the race. Just waiting for everyone to ready up and we can get this one going. Round 9 of IOR Season 3. The Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps going into the formation lap. Well, and another interesting thing is that people are gonna pick different tire strategy. And well, we can see that Baraka, Cucumber, Danger Times have picked the mediums, while Safdar, Bialo and Fire will have gone on the softs, Kala, Stanley and Besley on the mediums, Mario, Dimicelli, Nick, FIFA, Jones on the softs, and finally Lobo on the mediums, De Malaysia on the soft and Thales on the mediums. How can this affect the race? We don't know. If an early safety car comes out, can be a mess for the medium runners. If it doesn't, it can play perfectly for them. It's gonna be a battle like in the old times, Baraka versus Slippery Cucumber for the lead of the race. In the first laps, Cucumber can be back at the victory after a long time, more than a month, since our championship leader hasn't won a race. He won the first 3 rounds, Brazil, Spain, Singapore, and then wasn't able to win in the next 5, but has a very big advantage in the championship compared to his rivals. Second place Jane hasn't been able to race today, and Thales, who is on 3rd, starting last, but still they are very far, almost 50 points behind Slippery Cucumber. So he really has no rival on this championship at this point, and we are already on the half of the championship. Seems it's gonna be a dry race, but we never know. It may start darkening the sky in a couple laps, and then we may have rain like in the sprint. We never know. But fun, it's gonna be a fun race for sure. And also we have this big classic of the league, Baraka versus Slippery Cucumber, that will happen again. I just hope Cucumber gets a good start so he doesn't lose time. And well, we can see this great battle between these two very fast and clean drivers as Baraka and Slippery Cucumber. Grid starting to form up. We are gonna get racing 22 laps of Spa-Francorchamps. We will also be picking our driver of the day after the race ends. Not what the game says, but we'll pick ourselves. Lights out and away we go again. It stopped, it's not starting yet. Now it is, we go racing, and Cucumber got a terrible start. I was saying I didn't want to see that, and I mean that was a complete disaster. Cucumber already down into P5. Baraka now has no opposition unless Danger Times can do something about that. Danger Times using his CRS, gonna try to get the overtake. No, he won't. He won't try. Safdar is on the soft, so he will have the tire advantage. Bialo going around the outside of Safdar. Bialo trying to break the latest. Bialo takes 2 places in one corner. Bialo is up into 2nd place. Safdar takes 3rd. A bit of contact going on there between Safdar and Danger Times, but Safdar makes the move clean around the outside. He's up into P3. Look at that start Bialo just did, now into second place. Behind Baraka on the softs, can he challenge this so fast driver as Baraka? I know he's in the mediums, but his pace is amazing. The pace Baraka has. But Bialo's tire advantage should be very great. And more in a track like Spa, where, well, we have a lot of corners and it's a very long track. And look at the start Thales has done from last place to P10. Similar to what Safdar did, but he now takes a big risk. Tries to go down, jumps inside. And I think he got away with it because that was very risky. Normal, I think he would have spun, but he didn't. And he doesn't have any damage too, so yeah, perfectly played by Thales there, or where he completely saved that one. Slippery Cucumber trying to make a move on Danger Times. He got a very bad start. Joseph Bessley and Stanley dropped 3 places each of them. So finally Stanley getting up to places because of the removed penalty didn't really help him. Now Day Malaysia also in the attack, round the outside of Joseph Bessley. Firewheel attacking Cucumber now, he has the tire advantage. Bialo also attacking Baraka Cup now. How about yellow flag on sector 1? That is Stanley. Stanley round at U Rouge. Definitely not his day. Only a safety car can save Stanley, and Callas Race, who also had an accident at the very beginning. Well, then we have a very big train, don't we? Look at this. It's a train from P1 to P7, all on less than a second gap. Thales trying to make his move on Johns. Both Red Bulls there holding Thales. Thales definitely one of the top drivers after Cucumber, without counting Baraka, who's not a full-time driver. I think he or Danger Times would be the fastest driver in all the league. Look at those Red Bulls there covering Thales, definitely not letting him pass. And both Red Bulls trying to go side by side. DRS gonna be enabled on this lap. And now Bialo can have his first chance, his first serious chance of attacking Baraka Cup. Try to get past him. Bialo using his ERS, gonna have DRS too. It's not gonna be possible, I think, for Baraka to defend this one on the faster compound of tire. Bialo's gonna make his move. DRS enabled, ERS, DRS. Bialo definitely wants this one. Gonna go down the inside. Baraka doesn't even try to defend. And it's Bialo who takes the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix on lap 3, just after the DRS got enabled. And Thales has made 2 places already on the Red Bulls. Now his next target is Mario Di Micheli for P7. Thales made 7 places already in only 3 laps. Amazing start by the Brazilian driver, who has already won twice in this season. Oh, and now he spins and into the wall. Spinned and into the wall. Mistake by Thales, so unlucky. Was doing an excellent race till now. But a safety car can save Thales for sure. He just doesn't need to give up. It's still lap 3 of the race. Thales has left the session, and I am gonna invite him because I really don't want him to quit this way. I know he's upset, but I'm gonna invite him back. I really don't want him to leave. I think he has a chance. Now Lobo DNFs the race, and well, that was a very hard accident. I just saw his ass and the tire completely awesome. We have a safety car, and that's what I was talking. This is not so good for the medium runners. I'm quickly gonna talk to Thales because, I mean, he doesn't need to quit. He's fighting for second place. And oh, he says his internet is not working. Oh well, he says he has internet problems. Yeah, so it looks like he's leaving. I'm not gonna try to keep racing now. Well, like many people have decided to make their stops. Bialo has gone for the hard tire, he's trying to go to the end of this race. Baraka Cup, Danger Times and Cucumber stayed out on the mediums. I don't know how good this is for them, for the races. They're gonna lose a lot of time when they have to pit later. But they have the pace, but still, their rivals now on fresher tires. Well, something's happened to Thales. He's not gonna be able to join, at least at the moment. He says he has problems with his connection. But well, so unlucky because he needs those points. He's fighting for second place in the championship and he has the pace. Also, his rival Jane for second at the moment not racing. Dundee also, who's on fourth, not racing too. We have Danger Times who's also fighting for that place, but he's more far in the championship with only 35 points. Thales has 66 points. Then Bialo, this could be a very good race for him in the championship. He has 55 points right now, and with a very good result he can put himself back up into the battle for second place. Well, and there's got a bit messy with Thales AI, and that's why you should retire on the pit lane and not just leave the lobby, because it may cause problems to other drivers, such as in the safety car restarts. And we go racing now. Baraka relaunched the race, followed by Danger Times, then comes Slippery Cucumber. After quickly making his move on Bialo. But Bialo, down the inside, retakes the place. I think they should try to work together and not fight each other so hard. Are they gonna go together through you, Rouge? Please no. Safdar backs off. That could have got very messy. Caldas again has trouble. Down into last place. Now we have a battle between Firewheel, who makes a great move round the outside, gets past Safdar. Now Mario Di Micheli makes a bit of contact with Safdar, moved to the limit by Mario there. Forces a bit Safdar off the track, but gets stick and gets the move done. Mario now gets a 3-second time penalty. Firewheel's now also gonna try a move on Bialo. Bialo's definitely not going fast in those set of hard tires. Firewheel gonna try everything. Down the inside, definitely those hards looking slow right now. Firewheel on the mediums, gets past Bialo, and now Mario Di Micheli is just at the back of him. Going back for the battle for the lead, it's Baraka who leads the race, then comes Danger Times, then Slippery Cucumber. The three of them keeping the train very well. It's a 3-car train for the lead. Bialo's tires now start to respond a bit. He's not lost to Firewheel in this part of the track. Firewheel loses a bit of time with the three leaders. It's gonna be interesting when they have to pit. They will pit for soft, but they will be at the very back of the field. Thales has joined now. He's gonna be back of the... He's gonna be a bit far, but... Well, anything can happen. I mean, never stop believing. Interesting battle for 4th place. Firewheel, and we have a crash. It's Mario Di Micheli out of the race. He just went into the wall, and is this gonna bring out a safety car again? Not at the moment. We have a yellow flag only. We keep racing. No safety car has come out because of this accident. Oh, and it does now. We have a safety car. Safety car out, and well, this completely messes up again for Baraka, Danger Times, and Slippery Cucumber, who still have to stop, and they won't be able to stop now for this off because it's just too long for them to make it to the end of the race. So again, they've been completely messed up by the safety car. And Cucumber, well, this is not the first time Cucumber's being messed by the safety car in the last couple of races we've had. That's part of the reason he hasn't been able to win. I don't think they are pitting for hards, who are they gonna do so? And well, Thales now back into contention with this. I was saying never stop believing. Thales in 13th place, no penalties, still has a big chance. Danger Types and Cucumber do pit. Baraka stays out to take the lead of the race. Fire will now be just at his back. Safdar into 3rd place, Stanley 4th. Bialo does pit again. Bialo into the pit lane. I don't think he had damage, he just wants to go on the faster tires. Cucumber on the softs. Danger Times on the softs. I think that's a complete mess. I don't think those softs are making it to the end of the race, to be honest. I definitely don't think. But it may actually work for them, because on the soft tires they can get past the guys in front, including Baraka, who is on very old medium tires. Then they can pit again and still be in front. So that may be the strategy. Anyway, it's been a very interesting Belgian Grand Prix, and we see a barrier just floating there. A complete mess glitch of this game. Who's gonna be the winner of this Belgian Grand Prix, I ask? If you are in our commentary box, please leave us your opinions. Who you think is going to be our winner today at Belgium? With 14 laps remaining on this race, let us know in our commentary box who you think is gonna be the winner of this race. And someone has just joined the lobby, but I have to say, sorry my boy, it's too late. You should have been here an hour ago we started. Day Malaysia gets a 3-second time penalty. He can get that one appealed because it was under safety car. He definitely didn't want any time. We have safety car for one more lap and then we go on racing. Still have to wait for one more. Reviewing the race situation, Baraka is leading. He hasn't made his stop. I think he's the only driver not to stop. Well, he and Stanley are the only drivers not to stop. The two of them on 7-lap-old medium tires. Then comes Firewheel and Safdar on, well, now 8-lap-old medium tires. 3-lap-old medium tires for Firewheel and Safdar. They have stopped. John's on 3-lap-old hards. He can't go to the end. Danger Times and Cucumber trying to go for the aggressive strategy. Fresh soft tires. Then Callas on 6-lap-old mediums. Nick FIFA on, and then, well, starting from Nick FIFA to the Nick FIFA, Joseph Vesley, Bialo, Thales, and Day Malaysia. All of them on fresh mediums, also trying to go to the end, because mediums can't make it for sure to the end of the race. If there's another safety car, that can save Baraka Cup. If not, he has the race complicated already, because he's gonna lose so much time with the laps remaining. It hasn't been, I think in my opinion, it's not been a good decision from him to stay out. Oh, and Firewheel, something happened to Firewheel. I got distracted, but he's dropped some places. Now down into behind Stanley. This is not good for him. He was a candidate to win this race. He made a mistake on his own, I have to ask. Now Safdar has the better chance of winning this one again, such as he did in the United States, because he has free way to attack Baraka Cup on fast, fresher tires. We also have to keep an eye on Danger Times and Cucumber. I didn't see if it was Firewheel's mistake, but probably I have to say it was, because if he had contact with someone, he would have had a 5-second time penalty given by the game, and he doesn't, so probably he just lost the car on his own. Now it depends on how fast he can clear Stanley and see if he can be back at contention. And we go racing now. Baraka is gonna restart the race. Safdar already on the attack. We go racing on Belgium. Lap 10 of 22. Firewheel goes down, and yeah, that's it for him. Complete messy restart of the race for him, such as he did in the United States, so unfortunately. And now Safdar may be one of our favorites to win this race. I have some candidates. It can be Safdar, it can be Danger Times, it can be Slippery Cucumber too. Slippery Cucumber looking down the inside of John's. Sends a dive. Doesn't want to risk it too much. Bialo gets another 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. And Slippery Cucumber has not been able to overtake John till now. We already go one lap. Slippery Cucumber definitely not trying to take so much risks. Slippery Cucumber trying to go around the outside. Is he gonna make it now? Yes, he will. but he misses a bit the brakes. Now down the inside, a bit of contact, but Jones keeps the place by the outside. Now a bit of forcing wide, going out the outside of the track. Thales also trying to get Bialo by the outside. Is he gonna make the move? Yes, he will. Thales is almost up into 10th in front of Bialo. Thales made the move perfect there. And Thales makes another move now. It's 3 moves in 1 for Thales. Thales is making an amazing set of overtakes there. Thales trying to get Vesely now, but he'll wait. He won't be able to race this one. Or will he be? Vesely leaves the room for him. We have an accident. Accident there. Thales, that move was just incredible from him. And Jones DNFs the race. Is this gonna bring out another safety car? At the moment looks it won't, but I said the same last time and it did bring out a safety car. And Safdar is round into the wall, and that's chances over for him of winning the race. That's over for him. He just did a terrible mistake there. And now the favorite to win it, I think, could well be Danger Times, because he's at the back of Baraka Cup. Baraka won't be able to defend this one. Yellow flag on sector 3 and Safdar DNF the race. This is gonna bring out a safety car. Bertel safety car only. And that was so unfortunate for Baraka, who just missed the pit lane. Safety car. Safety car now. Safety car again. And what will the decisions be now? Danger Times DNF the race. Danger Times DNF the race. What's going on here? Danger Times is out, but how did that happen? How did that actually happen? How did Danger Times DNF the race? And race has turned into complete craziness. Well, now Baraka can make his stop, but I think those softs can make it to the end if he just pits now. Cucumber is staying out. I think he will stay out. I don't think he has big chances of winning this race if he doesn't stay out. This is gonna put also Firewheel back into contention. Gonna ask Danger Times what happened to him, because it was so weird that he DNF'd under safety car. Baraka is coming into the pit lane. Slippery Cucumber will also come into the pit lane. Stanley is gonna do the same. It's a double stack. Nick FIFA pits too. Vesely is into the pit lane. Thales stays out to take the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix, and that's I was saying, never give up. Thales, who could have quit it, is now leading this race with less than 10 laps to go. Thales is your new race leader, and that's why I say you should never give up. But everyone behind this on soft, so it won't be easy to keep this, to hold into this place. Well, gonna have less than 10 laps to go. Thales leads, but he is on those medium set of tires, while his rivals are on the softs. Is the strategy... Does he have a chance, I have to ask? Does he have a chance of winning, of holding the guys behind? It also depends on what Bialo can do. If they can't get past Bialo... Who could I pick as driver of the day at the moment? I think I would definitely go for Thales. I mean, he disconnected. He was at the back of the field by more than 7 seconds to the closest driver to him, and now he's leading the race. And now Thales is leading this race. Now Thales is the leader of the Belgian Grand Prix. I mean, what a drive by this man. We've just got a comment in our commentary box. We'll quickly check on that. Let's see if it's from our partner Clint, who wants to give an opinion on this race. And something's happened because Bialo is down into 9th place. Well, this is not good for Thales, who now has Baraka just as his back on the fresh, soft tires. I don't know what happened to Bialo. Did he spun on his own? He's completely destroyed his front wing. That's a weird one. That's a very, very weird one. Clint says, yeah, it's my partner. She says Thales needs to have a good restart. Of course he does, but you know, it's not only the restart. He has to hold into that place into the next laps, and it's still quite a lot for Baraka and Cucumber, who come on these fast soft tires. It's not gonna be easy. Also, what I have to say is that everyone currently racing will score at least a point, because we only have 10 more remaining. So everyone at least will go out of this race with 1 point of our remaining drivers. It's 10 drivers fighting for the win in what's going to be 8 laps of complete chaos in Belgium. And not discard one more safety car. It could happen. It could well happen. Safety car is on this lap. Thales is going to restart the race. He preferred track position instead of having the faster compound of tire to finish the race. Now, is it gonna work for him? Can his tires live more in the final laps? And we go racing on Belgium once again. Lap 15 of the race. Thales restarts the race. Has Baraka just at his back. Thales has to do everything he can now to hold into his place. There won't be DRS enabled till 2 more laps after this. We are not seeing attacks, or we have. It's Bialo versus Firewheel into the end of the Camel Straight. Who's gonna break the latest? It's Firewheel, but about to lose almost a car, gets the move done, gets past Bialo into 9th place, or actually he recovers his place, he lost to Bialo on the restart. Thales doing a good job till now, holding Baraka behind. Baraka going to the edge of the track, into the grass, almost into the grass, but keeping his tire inside the line of the track. It's a 3-way battle for the lead as Nick FIFA starting to drop a bit the pace. We remember last weekend, Thales defended very good against Baraka Cup against Cucumber at Mexico, and that was what gave him the race win. Today he's trying to do the same against Baraka Cup. He's gonna cover down the inside, move a bit to the limit there by Thales, a bit defensive, but well, now Cucumber tries to make a move on Baraka Cup, trying to send it, but Baraka Cup covers him very well. Cucumber misses a bit the brakes, goes a bit into the grass. This allows Nick FIFA back into the fight. Firewheel again battling with Bialo. Bialo is so close now. Baraka trying to get through U-Rouge. Thales can do something to hold him. Thales using all his ERS. Baraka also using his ERS. They're gonna make contact. They gotta make contact, close to contact. Thales gonna try to risk it down the inside. Who's gonna break the latest? It's Thales who breaks the latest. Thales doing an amazing defense till now, but it's gonna be more difficult starting next lap because DRS is gonna be enabled. Firewheel now gets past Day Malaysia for 8th place of the race. Bialo's also making his move down the inside. Baraka again trying to defend from Thales, trying to defend from Baraka, but this time Thales lifts a bit. He wants DRS, I think that's the reason, or he'll try to send a dive down the inside this time. Cucumber is also going to be on the attack. Cucumber tries to get Thales, gets the move done by the outside. This is perfect for Slippery Cucumber, who now has a run on Baraka Cup. Thales wasn't able to hold any more into that place. Now Cucumber is gonna get past Baraka Cup on the Camel, but Thales sends a dive. Thales not making it easy for his rivals. And through U-Rouge they go, and they make contact, and Thales is round at U-Rouge. And now that's not even the end of his race. I mean, that was so lucky to not be a DNF. And Cucumber gets a penalty now. But yeah, Thales fight hard, couldn't do any more, that's all. Still could have a late safety car, who knows. That could help him pick again with the pack, but we have so less laps remaining. Thales did his best. It was the only way he could hold into this, try to win this race, but at the end it was impossible. In a track as Belgium, it's not easy to defend. And now Slippery Cucumber is gonna try to attack Baraka. I mean, he still has time. He has a penalty. I don't know if that penalty or some of those warnings were awarded fighting Thales. If that's the case, he can get that removed. If not, he won't be able to do if it was warnings on his own. But he has the chance to overtake Baraka now and retake the lead, or take the lead for the first time of this Belgian Grand Prix. What will this Cucumber strategy be? Because pace, I think he has the pace. I think he definitely has the pace to attack Baraka Cup. And Nick FIFA's got past Joseph Vesely. He's fighting for his first podium on IOR. Could be, we could have a new driver on the podium today. Stanley's also in contention for this battle for podium, and he doesn't have any penalties. But the battle that matters us is the big classic of IOR, especially IOR Season 2. It's Baraka versus Slippery Cucumber. None of these two will make it easy for the other one. It will be a battle to the limit, to the end of the race. Battle for the win. Cucumber has 3 seconds cleared Nick FIFA. It will be a 1-2 for these two once again, as in the old IOR times. Baraka went very slow through the corner. I think he could have tried to slow down. So he has DRS. So he wants DRS with Slippery Cucumber. Cucumber fall completely in his trick. I think that wasn't smart by Cucumber there. Yeah, definitely not the smartest move by Slippery Cucumber, letting Baraka pass to get DRS. Now Baraka retakes the lead of the race just after having lost it. Or is it all up to plan? We don't know. We're having also an intense battle here at the midfield. Bialo versus Stanley. Stanley goes a bit off the track. Bialo gets passed, but he has 12-second penalty. He's not really fighting for anything here. So who should I pick as driver of the day? I'm really thinking about Baraka Cup and Nick FIFA. I think will be my two choices. Baraka coming back after the French Grand Prix where he had an unfortunate DNF. Today, looking like in the old IOR times, dominating the race. Not complete dominance. I think he made some mistakes with the strategy of the start. Then was lucky with one of the safety cars, but that doesn't take out from him the great work he has done on the pace and in the fighting. And then Nick FIFA, who I wasn't expecting him to be so high on this race. He was one of the new guys, didn't go so fast on the last races, but today look at him, he's on the podium places. I think these two are gonna be my choices for driver of the day today. Unfortunately I can't give it to Thales as he made the mistake. He fight hard, but it's still a mistake. I know, you know. And Cucumber is gonna wait to the final lap to send the attack on Baraka Cup. But still, Baraka is gonna win the race because he doesn't have the penalty, while Cucumber does have the penalty. So that was Cucumber's mistake, or not sure. I think he got the penalty just fighting with Thales, so that's why I have a bit the interrogant if he can get it appealed or not. If maybe he earned that warning fighting Thales. But if not, then if it was on his own, there's nothing to be done about it. And it will be Baraka Cup who will be taking the win. Have a yellow flag, that's Day Malaysia. Went around. Definitely not gonna lose too much. He still P9 with 3-second penalties. He didn't have much to win. Two laps remaining of the Belgian Grand Prix. It's gonna be Baraka who will take the win. He's gonna become our 6th different winner on the season, and I'm surprised actually to have 6 winners on this season. At the start I thought Cucumber was gonna dominate everything, that it was gonna be very difficult to take wins for the other drivers, but finally it's not. I mean, 8 races, 6 different winners, and we still have 7 more races to go. 9 races, sorry. Done already counting this one, and 6 different winners, 7 races to go. Bialo trying to attack Nick FIFA on his slipstream, and by the outside, Nick FIFA not gonna try to fight him hard as he has 15-second penalty, so there's no reason to fight, really. Slippery Cucumber so close to Baraka Cup, has more ERS than Baraka Cup, but Baraka Cup definitely these two enjoy a lot fighting each other. I mean, it's clean and the two of them are fast and very good friends out of the track. And yeah, Cucumber is definitely gonna get past Baraka Cup on this lap. He's been saving his ERS for that, not trying to attack him on the previous laps, but still Baraka Cup's gonna win the race because of the 3-second penalty Cucumber has. So it's Cucumber on the attack now. It's not gonna be a win for Cucumber today. It's gonna be one more week Cucumber winless, since the Singapore Grand Prix hasn't been able to win a single race. ERS open for Slippery Cucumber through U Rouge, and is it even gonna be enough? Barakap's also giving his best to hold his place, and yeah, it's not gonna be enough for Slippery Cucumber to get past Baraka Cup. He wasn't so close enough as he thought. And it will be Baraka who will be holding into the win on track 2. Baraka just did an amazing driving today. Oh no, and Nick FIFA's lost the podium on the final lap. Nick FIFA loses his maiden podium in the last lap of the race. How can you do that? He gets a 3-second time penalty, and that's gonna put Firewheel up into the podium, and Nick FIFA will miss his first ever podium in IOR. Oh no, that's so heartbreaking moment of the race. That I think was the biggest heartbreak. Oh, and Cucumber's out of the race. Cucumber's out of the race, so Nick FIFA in question of seconds has recovered his podium. Cucumber is out of the Belgian Grand Prix. How has the championship leader managed to crash out on the final lap? Definitely was the craziest race in all the league, in all this championship, I have to say. Baraka is gonna take the win at the Belgian Grand Prix. Baraka wins by, it's gonna be 14 seconds. I think it's gonna be Firewheel who will take second of the race, and Stanley takes first. So Nick FIFA didn't get the podium. Stanley, by the opposite, gets his first podium of the season. I didn't notice Stanley, but Stanley's on the podium too now. Baraka, Firewheel, Stanley. Well, I think I have to change Nick FIFA to Stanley of my driver of the day today. Baraka and Stanley, I think, will be the two. Firewheel, I don't put him because he made a mistake on the safety car. I think he spun and then made a mistake on the restart. Well, game does give driver of the day to Nick FIFA. I have to debate it with Clint. He'll pick 2 drivers, I'll pick 2 drivers, then we'll put it up to votation to pick our driver of the day for this race. Baraka back into winning after a long time since the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the last race of Season 2. Gonna review the race director as I'm getting some matches of people wanting to get their penalties removed. Baraka wins, Firewheel on second. Stanley keeps being very consistent. Hasn't been the fastest this season, but he's always there to score strong points. This will put him up into the championship standings. Again, back into contention for that second place. And as always, we are going to go with our national anthems. It's gonna be the national anthem of Kenya for our race winner Baraka. I know he uses the Spanish flag, but that's because there's no Kenya flag on this game. So he's actually a driver from Kenya, a very fast driver. And we are gonna play the Kenya national anthem for our race winner Baraka. It's been a long time since we listened to this anthem. And now we will go with the Switzerland national anthem for the team Alfa Romeo, our winning constructor today. And we will now go into the interviews. I'm gonna quickly get the guys in the party chat. But first, I've just seen we have some commentaries. We got some commentaries just at the end of the race, so I'm quickly gonna go for that. Okay, no, I was wrong. I already read all the comments. So I'm gonna quickly get the guys into the party chat. Hi, Firewheel. Quite crazy race, don't you think? Oh, okay. We're gonna leave the questions for. We still officially haven't started the interview, so I'm gonna ask it later. Okay. We need to get Baraka and Stanley in the party chat. There's Stanley. Okay, looks Baraka won't join, or at least he hasn't answered me, so we are just gonna get started with the interviews. So, well, welcome Firewheel, welcome Stanley. We are starting these interviews for the Belgian Grand Prix. I'm gonna start with you, Firewheel, where first of all, you were already talking a bit to me before we officially started the interviews, but I mean, first talk us about the sprint qualifying. You spun quite a couple of times and you changed between inters and slicks. Then you think there wasn't really a correct tire to be on? Then going into the official 50% race, well, you already were talking to me a bit about it, but what exactly happened on the safety car restart where you were, I think, on second place and then suddenly spun and went down into fourth? You think without that you could have gone past Baraka and then win the race for the last safety car? I mean, not saying that, let's imagine that all the safety cars came out. Could you get in front of Baraka and be first for the pit stops for the last safety car? Then talk me a bit about that final laps battling against the other 7 guys for the podium. I mean, it was very difficult. You had to make a couple of overtakes. Could you go a bit through that? Well, I think that's all my questions for now. So congratulations on that second place. That will be your second podium in IOR and your best ever finish in this league. So congratulations and looking forward into next one. Well, now I'm going with Stanley. Well, it's been a long time, hasn't it, since last time you were on the podium, since last race in Abu Dhabi last season.
Yeah. It turns out this season I'm not as quick as last season. Not sure why. Maybe it's because I changed some assists, but yeah, it still didn't seem. It seemed quite a long time, but yeah, happy to be back finally.
Well, still, if maybe you don't have so much pace as you had before, but you are always there. You are always scoring those points, and you are still there fighting for that second place in the championship. This will help a lot. Those 15 points to catch Yane, who is now on second place and couldn't race today. But let's go a bit through your race, talking a bit, starting with the sprint race. You decided to go very early on the intermediate tires. You just took the risk, or you thought it was gonna work actually?
I thought it was gonna. I thought the inters would work. Didn't turn out to work that well because I think drives the whole time were quicker. But yeah, like in 2 laps, the the front tires were overheating already, which I think told me that I made the wrong decision. But yeah, I had to stick with it because I didn't think pitting was a good idea, and yeah, and then I got a penalty, and then I think it was starting to rain more, and then it dried up towards the end, and um, uh, I think fire actually hit me twice, but we don't need to talk about that. But um, I just basically had to stick it out the whole time on inters, and then on the final lap, I got two 3-second penalties, which dropped me down to P10. But luckily you removed it, so thanks. But yeah, that's basically what happened in sprint.
Then going into the race, I think you spun at U Rouge or something happened. I'm right.
Yeah, I spun through Radion, because I think I left overtake on through Eau Rouge and then I spun. But I saved it somehow. I didn't break my front wing, but I think I broke the Ferrari's front wing, so I basically got lucky. But yeah, that wasn't ideal. Um, yeah.
So, well, finally, talk us a bit, same as Firewheel, through those final laps of battle. I think you even battled with him in those final laps with everyone on the softs after the last safety car.
Yeah. So I'm going back to the final safety car. I made a big mistake because I should have pitted as soon when the VSC was called. If I did that, I would have been in front of the pack. But then I had to double stack with Cucumber, and that dropped me all the way to the back of the field. But I was still in front of Fire, but he just overtook me because we both had no penalties and the guys in front had penalties. So, but then he just overtook me, and the battle was crazy because it was like third to eighth separated by like 2 or 3 seconds, which was crazy. Basically tried not to spin and not getting the warnings, and yeah, and then I got to the podium.
Well, congratulations on that, Stanley, your first podium of the season, and after a long time, definitely feels good. And well, you two kind of had the similar race, had an accident and then recovered into the podium, so congratulations for that recovery drive. And now going into Monza next weekend. Tell us a bit about that. That's the question for the two of them, especially Firewheel, who is going into his home race.
Um, it should be quite good around Monza because I think I know the track very well with the assist I'm currently running, no assists. Because I've been struggling towards the start of the season, but it should be getting better, especially in Monza. So hopefully a good result.
Okay, that will be all my questions for today. Thank you for your time, Firewheel and Stanley, and congratulations the two of you for your podium, and we'll be seeing you back again at Monza next weekend.
Thank you.
So that's gonna be everything for today. That's the Belgian Grand Prix. We'll be back next weekend at Monza, Italy. Goodbye.